Hello everyone, and welcome to today's module. We'll be taking a look at the Siemens Intivo Bold Gamma camera, which is housed at BCIT. Although today's orientation is specific to this gamma camera, most other models of gamma cameras have similar features. Please ensure you review them with your supervising technologist out at your clinical sites before using their gamma camera. There are three main sections of the gamma camera that we will cover today: the patient bed, the detectors, and the patient positioning monitor. The camera bed is where the patient is positioned in order to carry out their scan. The pallet release should only be used in emergency situations. For example, to remove a patient who is stuck. The camera bed has pins that lock the bed in place during an acquisition. The far end of the bed has markings which denote the limit of the CT scan. The camera bed also houses the point source holder. The point source is placed in the point source holder in order to carry out daily, weekly, and monthly quality control. We will perform these in future labs. The detectors are what allow us to acquire images of our patients. There are two detectors, one detector on top and one on the bottom. The detectors are equipped with safety features. They contain two touchpads, one on the middle detector and one on the back of the detector. When anything makes contact with these touchpads, for instance, a patient's arm, the scan immediately stops. This prevents patients from being injured. Sometimes, when imaging patients, you need to use a different collimator. This is an example of an automatic collimator change. It is swapping collimators that are stored underneath the patient bed. Other collimators need to be changed manually. This is an example of a pinhole collimator housed on a collimator cart. This needs to be changed manually. To perform a manual change, bring the collimator cart through the track near the far end of the patient bed and gently push the cart in. Once locked into position, use the handles to pull out the collimator until it is fully extended and push the empty housing back in when directed. The patient positioning monitor is a component of the gamma camera you will spend the most time looking at. We will go through the menu options on the right from top to bottom. The first screen shows what is underneath the detectors. You have options at the bottom of the screen, which allow you to start scans, pause scans, stop scans, home the camera back to its start position, retract the detectors, refresh the screen, proceed with, or cancel a selection. The next screen gives information regarding the patient bed and the position and angle of each detector. The next screen allows you to perform a preset orientation. The two that you will most likely use is horizontal mode, also known as H mode. This is typically used for whole body scans. You will also use 90-degree mode, L mode. This is typically used for cardiac scans. Speaking of cardiac scans, this is the ECG screen, used in gated studies, like cardiac studies. Pro tip: having 0 beats per minute as a heart rate is not a good thing. This tab allows us to set the region where we wish to perform CT scans. We will not discuss this too much in our labs. You'll get more exposure to this out in clinical. This is the collimator change screen. This is what initiates the change of collimator on the detectors, like we saw earlier to change to a pinhole. First press the desired collimator you wish to switch to, then press the Proceed button when it turns green. The final screen allows us to perform the touchpad test, or to shut down the camera, such as at the end of the day. I purposely did not cover this, which is probably the component you'll be manipulating the most, the hand controller. This component is best learned by using it, which will be done during the hands-on lab. You will each get time to practice and get comfortable manipulating the controls, as well as all the different parts of the Gamma camera. Thank you for taking a look at this video, and we will see you in lab to practice everything.